offer her services most humbly. The woman was nothing short of her lieutenant now. Nayla's face drew into a frown.
The lull was longer than ever this time, but another earthrage was inevitable. Why does that bother you so?
Is this earthrage a new cosmic being dividing itself, or the same one Iravan and I trapped?
Does it matter?
It mattered. 2 months before, Ahilya had discovered the truth behind the earthrages, in a discovery that had shaken all her assumptions about their culture. The images still haunted her. The furious split of a cosmic creature, the painful separation of a yaksha and an architect, the desperation to choose annihilation over erasure. She and Iravan had nearly been destroyed while trapping the cosmic creature within the moment. If it's the same being, she said, then the rift we closed won't hold, not by the measures I know. We might never be able to end the earthrages. And if it's a new one...
You fear retribution?
We know nothing about those beings except that all architects came from them. They're more intelligent, more powerful, more advanced than we can imagine. Maybe we've angered them by trapping one of them, denying them new life. Nayla's fingers curled around her robe. She gazed toward the briar wall as though she could see the beginning of the split occurring. Somewhere out in the jungle, a yaksha existed, formed or formless, that belonged to the maze architect. It might even be one that Ahilya had tagged so long ago, the tiger yaksha, or the bear yaksha, or the elephant yaksha. Ahilya nodded at the tattoos glowing over Nayla's veins. Is trajection still difficult for you?
An earthrage is going to occur soon. It's normal.
Nayla's eyes tightened, but she didn't look away from the jungle. Ahilya didn't probe. Trajection was known to be harder during an earthrage, but Ahilya had learned that only architects who had denied ecstasy in their past lives found it so. For Nayla to feel it, as she so clearly was.
I can't be an ecstatic,
Nayla whispered, evidently following the same train of thought.
I haven't felt anything like you said Iravan had.
Iravan's symptoms of ecstasy were not the only ones, but Ahilya did not say so. Instead, she reached out a hand and lightly touched Nayla's elbow, bringing the younger woman to meet her gaze. I won't let you be excised, Ahilya said softly. Not you, not any of the other architects. I promise you, I will speak of this at the Conclave. As a councillor, the weight of excision hung heavy on her. 4 ecstatics had been discovered in Nakshar in the last 2 months alone, a statistic both unusual and alarming. All 4 captured architects currently awaited their excision within the sanctum. But, unlike they had once thought, excision did more than merely cut an architect away from their trajection. It destroyed an architect's chance to unify with their yaksha. It mutilated the sentient part of their personality. It rendered an architect insensate. On her return from the jungle, Ahilya had told the council everything that had occurred there, but even that had failed to stay their hand in wanting to excise the Ecstatics. To prevent the atrocity from occurring, she had divulged her information to all of Nakshar, an action that had confused non-architect citizens, but won her Nayla's loyalty. It had earned the wrath of the other councillors, too, yet Ahilya was planning to enrage them even further by announcing the same news to the Conclave. The meeting with Nakshar's sister ashrams was to discuss precisely why trajection was getting harder. With innocent lives at stake, Ahilya could not stay silent. Beyond the cups, the briar wall began to curl into itself, growing thicker, approaching them more quickly. Soon Nakshar would need to take to the skies again. The maze architect glanced at Ahilya, and she nodded. They turned away from the jungle toward Nakshar proper. Ahilya tucked the tracker locket back into the pocket of her kurta. Among all the Rudra bead necklaces and bracelets she now wore, her due as a count.